All right, I'm here in Lawrence Township with the Townships Home Inspector from the Housing Department, Don, and Don's going to talk a little bit about you as a home seller, what you should be preparing, because Don is going to be coming through, checking things out in order to get the Lawrence Township's certification of inspection. So Don, can you give us a little more information about what that is and what it involves?
Okay, so in Lawrence we do what we consider to be a full inspection. It's a little bit more than just smoke, carbon monoxide, and fire extinguisher compliance, which is what a lot of the towns do. So we do check electrical, plumbing, and the main mechanicals, heater, water heater, and so forth. But it is a full inspection in Lawrence. There's a pre-inspection checklist on our website if you choose to look at that. Some of that's not going to apply to some properties like septic and a well. It doesn't apply to some properties. And of course, if you're selling a small condominium, a lot of that's not going to apply. Most of the exterior is not going to apply. So it depends on the property, but it is a full inspection in Lawrence.
What is the most common thing that you come across that is out of compliance or not set up for properly?
Well, the fire extinguisher regulation is fairly new, but it seems like most people are aware of it now. That is required. A 2A10 BC minimum, which is a 4-pound extinguisher, has to be within 10 feet of the kitchen area. But that used to be the big one that was missing.
And before you come out to a home, you also check to see if any permits were opened and make sure they were closed?
Correct. Yeah, we do a check on any open permits, which means the permit was, in most cases, issued and paid for. The fee was paid, but the contractor did the job, got his money, and never bothered to close it out, or never informed the homeowner to close it out. Probably the biggest offender, and it's really not something they're doing wrong, it's in their fine print some places, PSC&G, the local utility company, does a lot of work. They do excellent work. They draw the permits, many permits at a time, because they do a lot of work, but somewhere in that paperwork they leave you says the homeowner's responsible to close the permit out. So it'll catch up to you when you go to sell the property. We'll run a check if it's open, and then it's got to be closed before you can transfer the property.
All right, now again, your home inspection, the township's home inspection, is not what a homeowner or a home buyer would do as a full home inspection, but this certificate of inspection is needed for the home seller to transfer their property.
Correct. On a property transfer, the township requires that you're issued, a lot of people call it a CO. It's not a CO. It's a CI, Certificate of Inspection for a Property Transfer. A CO is issued actually when a property is first constructed or when a major renovation is done. Then we issue a CO.
All right, so if you are going to be selling your home, you can go to the township's website and you can get a pre-inspection checklist.
Correct.
Which is helpful. And Don comes with his material. He's got his paperwork, goes through. He checks the GCFIs, he checks the water, he checks to make sure the things that are on that list are in compliance, and issues that document. I, as a realtor, I go to pick it up, or he can send it to the owner. And at closing, that certificate is needed in order to transfer the property from one owner to the other.
Correct.
All right. Thank you very much, Don. You're kind of busy this time of the year, huh?
Yeah. It's springtime's normally busy. This is an unusual market this year. What they say is what it is. Low inventory, high demand. So,
there you go. Listen, Don knows, okay? I'm in real estate. I know that. Don sees this every day as well. Again, low demand of quality properties, and you've got more buyers out there that are interested. So if you're interested in learning more about real estate and what's happening in Lawrence Township, reach out to me, Fred Gomberg with Berkshire Hathaway, Fox and Oak in Princeton. If you want to find out more about how to get that pre-inspection and everything pulled together, you can always check with Don. Check on the Lawrence Township website. Don, you make it a great day, and remember, who you work with matters.
And if you're looking for a good realtor, here he is.
Oh.
That's your man.
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't even pay him for that. So thank you guys very much. Stay safe.